This information surfaced following the recent contract extension of Jalen Waddle, raising questions about whether Rosenhaus and Hill's camp are strategically leaking this news. When the Dolphins traded for Hill 2 years ago, he secured a 4-year, $120 million extension, effectively a 3-year, $75 million deal. As reported by NBC Sports' Mike Florio, this contract has not aged well, especially in light of Hill's stellar performance last season. Hill amassed 1,799 receiving yards in 2023, narrowly missing the 2,000-yard mark due to a late-season ankle injury. Sources indicate that efforts to renegotiate Hill's contract began right after the 2023 season ended. The push for a new deal intensified after Eagles receiver A.J. Brown received a lucrative contract, which coincided with Hill's current contract. Despite having 3 years left, Hill's deal effectively leaves him with only 2 viable years remaining, as the final year's $45 million payout is unlikely to be honored. Given Hill's turning 30 on March 1st and the rising salary cap, the timing for a new contract seems apartment. Speculation is rife that Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson might secure a new deal soon, potentially setting a new market benchmark for Hill to target. However, the Dolphins face a complex scenario. They have other key players, including Jaylon Phillips, Javon Holland, and Tua Tagovailoa, approaching their contract extension periods. Prioritizing these extensions over Hill's demands appears prudent, especially considering Hill is already under contract for the next 2 seasons. Adding to the complexity are Hill's off-field incidents over the past year. These include a tumultuous personal life with marriage, divorce filings, and subsequent reversals, as well as an altercation at an Atlanta comedy club, a lawsuit involving a broken leg of a plus-sized model, a house fire, and multiple paternity lawsuits. The latest news is that Hill is expecting his 11th child in a few months. These off-field distractions pose a buyer beware scenario for the Dolphins. While Hill's on-field performance has remained unaffected so far, there is an underlying concern about whether the next incident might lead to suspension or significant distraction, impacting his game. Another critical consideration for the Dolphins is the financial allocation towards the wide receiver position. Investing heavily in 2 high-profile receivers like Hill and Waddle could restrict financial flexibility for other key positions, potentially hindering the team's overall development and balance. The timing of this news, coinciding with Waddle's contract extension, is unlikely to be accidental. It underscores Hill's urgency for a new deal. However, given the Dolphins' current financial commitments and the need to address other players' extensions, Hill might have to wait for his next big payday, which could very well come from another team after 2024.